James Shaw.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of the Weathertight Homes Resolution Services Scheme. I just wanted to pick up on one of the points that my colleague Jan Logie made about the scale of the problem. The notion that 42,000 homes were affected, that 80,000 people, in many cases lost the entire value of their home, and that the cost to the country of this was something in the order of $12.4 billion. And as the previous speaker, Paul Foster-Bell, said, this bill here is a pretty narrow bill that just deals with one aspect of the problem. But it is, given that this problem started really in 1991, which is more than half my life ago, this just sort of shows how government is easily able, when it's attempting to do sensible things, of doing extremely insensible things and creating colossal failures. By comparison, of course, that $12.4 billion was 2014 dollars as well, so I imagine it's inflated marginally since then. By comparison, the Christchurch rebuild is something in the vicinity of $40 billion, which is kind of one of the greatest challenges that this country has faced in recent times. So the economic cost to the country, direct cash costs to the country, were more than a quarter of the entire Christchurch rebuild to date. So this is a colossal failure of government. This is a government-created problem. So I think we just need to be, as my colleague Jan Logie said, we need to be very mindful that when governments seek to do sensible things, occasionally they create colossal problems. So I do commend this bill to the House. I think it is important that when government creates a problem like this, that it seeks to clean that problem up, even if it takes 25 years to do so. And we are dealing with the tail end of it now. But it does raise the question, what does it really take? I mean, New Zealand actually is starting to get a reputation for building quite poor houses. And we've got no excuse. We're not short of materials. There's not that many people here. We have extremely talented builders and tradespeople and architects and so on. And I think, again, it's just a sign that in our sort of zeal for the free hand of the market and deregulation, that what we end up creating is generations of very poor quality housing. And we're in danger of doing it again now, of course. Adam Smith actually referred to in addition to referring to the invisible hand, did actually refer to a well-regulated market as well. And so the idea that actually government is a partner in the economy and can actually help prevent these problems and raise standards.
I am now going to, having waived the bill at the member, draw his attention, as I have previous members speaking on the bill, the fact that the third reading is a very narrow debate. And one thing I'm sure of is that Adam Smith didn't make a submission on this bill. James Shaw.
He would have been welcome to, though, sir, I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, again, in that case, I'll just conclude my comments saying that the Green Party does support this bill, that we fully support the victims of this colossal failure, and that we hope that the government learns from this kind of failure, and I commend the bill to the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.